What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about a round toe. We're going to talk about the 8144. This is the blue slate Abilene is what they call this. Beautiful color. In person, it kind of has like a bluish gray kind of color to it. And if I look at the monitor, it comes off as kind of gray looking on the monitor, but it has like a bluish tone to it. Today I'm wearing the 8188 Pecos with the stacked heel. Got those on. What can I say about these? So these I bought used, and if you look at them, were barely worn. I've had these probably maybe 2 years, but they were just sitting, and I didn't wear them that much because they are a half size too big. So most likely these will be one of the pairs that will be for sale. These are these are a 9.5. So in the round toes, I can normally wear a 9 or even an 8.5, but a 9.5 is too big. And so even I could put an insert, but why not just sell them? Give them to somebody who can actually fit them properly. So these are a 9.5. So if when I do my sale, these will be up there. Yeah, you can actually have these after I review them and do the on feed and all that stuff and talk about these. But these are really cool, and they did have these on the Red Wing website. If you remember some reviews ago, if you've been watching for quite some time, if you've been watching the channel for quite some time, they had these actually on the Red Wing website as like all of these European and Japanese exclusives that they just wanted to get rid of. I don't know what that was. One day I just refreshed my window and I saw all these exclusive boots that they had, and these were on there. I think as well as the mock toes, maybe? They may have had the mock toes as well on there. But I have to say, like, of the round toes, so I have the round toes behind me. These are the 8181s. These are probably my favorite looking. And then I have the olive. And as I put them up, you can see the olive and the hawthorn. They're very, very similar. And then without the light that I had on, I thought I had two olive round toes until I looked and I was like, oh, no, that's actually the hawthorn. And then these are in oro. These are the oro. So the three behind me are probably my favorite of the round toes to wear. I really love the olive color. The olive Mojave, I think, is a really beautiful leather that Red Wing produces. I wish they did a lot more with that. I know they did a Pecos for the women in olive Mojave, which is really cool. But if they did, I don't know what else I guess they could probably do an Iron Ranger in olive Mojave. That'd be kind of cool. They did the Merchant, as you know, and they did the Sawmill. They have the round toe. What else? I don't know what else they have, but it'd be cool to do. Or even a blacksmith in the olive Mojave and a Iron Ranger. Think about it, Red Wing. Think about it. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the 8144 round toe in the slate blue Abilene. All right, here's a closer look at the Red Wing 8144 in the slate Abilene. What I want to start off with saying is that when I got these, the laces that came with them were the gold Taslin laces. And I knew that they had, I believe when they first came out, they gave two laces. They gave white leather, and then they also gave the Taslin. So I actually bought these white leather laces for these off of Amazon and took out the Taslin because I thought with the white, I wanted the white to, I think it just pops a lot better. And the Taslin just was like, and they were used, and so I just threw them out. But I know some people ask sometimes where I get my laces, and these were white leather laces off Amazon, and I believe I got two pair, and the other ones I put in another pair of boots. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Round toe, which is one of my favorites. very comfortable. I had someone DM me or was messaging me of like which would be a good shoe to take for them on vacation, where they going to do a lot of walking. I think the round toe was probably one of the best options to take. The Weekender is nice as well. It's very comfortable. I just don't have a great deal of experience with the Weekender. I know the Weekender is a bit narrow, and I would imagine if you get the wrong size, you'll have some pitching. But I've spent a lot of time in round toes, and they have that all-day comfort. This traction tread sole is nice. So I would always recommend, if you're going to be on your feet for many hours walking, this is the perfect option. So let's get into the details. We have this beautiful, cool leather that I really like. We have 360 Goodyear welt, which is cool. So you get that resole, and you could do many things with this. You can dress it up and put a grow cord on it, or you can do the Rochia, which would be cool, or the cork, which would be pretty interesting as well. So you have that traction tread sole on there. We have 7 nickel eyelets on here. On the 8181, and I think there's another version, they have speed hooks, but most round toes just have eyelets all the way up. And then you have that triple stitch, oh yeah, in the blue slate. But this has an internal heel counter, unlike some of the other, like the Iron Ranger and the 8-inch, some of the 8-inch boots out there that Red Wing makes have the external heel counter. And then the round toes do not have any piping on the outside. It's just that raw edge, which is cool. Versus the Beckman, Blacksmith, they all have that piping on there, and the round toes do not. Let's take a look at the inside of the boot itself. So these boots were made October 2010. So these boots are quite old. They are canvas lined, not leather lined. So you have that leather insole going on in there, and this beautiful, beautiful reverse. This soft, it's so supple. The inside of this rough out. So many years ago, I was at a mom and pop shop in Brooklyn, and they had a weekend bag made. It was this color, this inside color, really soft, and I should have bought it. I want to say it was around between 400 and 600 bucks. And at the time I was like, that's a little high, but I should have bought it because just the feel of this leather, I'm just like, it brings me back to that, having that bag, and I would have loved to see how it would age. Now I want to show you guys the inside of this, close to the inside of this boot, so you can see how basically new they are. Let's see, let's get this in focus. So look how clean the tag is. It's just, these boots have not been worn much at all. So when I put these up for sale, you're pretty much getting a brand new or slightly worn, very, very slightly worn boot. Look at it. Take a look at close up these details on here. The sole, there's no sole. It just has a little bit of. Look at that, barely worn. So whoever gets these, good on you. They're going up for sale, and they're like new, man. For a boot having been made 10 years ago, and this condition is quite nice. And so if they were my size, yes, I would keep them, and I would have worn them more, but they just, half size too big, and give them to somebody who can fit them, somebody who will, wear them and show them off. All right, let's do the on feet. So here we have the 8144 on feet, and I'm wearing straight leg Gap salvage denim. So I always forget how comfortable the round toes are in that traction tread sole are on these boots. So I'm not having a lot of heel slippage, being that they are a half size bigger than normally. There's not a great deal of that. But what will end up happening is you'll get more of that like bulbous clown toe that people talk about when they talk about Red Wing boots. So you end up having more of that. But they look really, really good and very comfy, man. I really like these. The color here, I would imagine, looks more blue than it did indoors in the natural daylight. But yeah, I think they look great. And hopefully they will go to a nice, good home, someone who will wear these and rock these. Possibly even change the sole to something else. But yeah. Very comfy. And also the laces are a bit longer, so I had to wrap them around because they are from Amazon, like I said, and I didn't cut them. I could cut them so that I saw that I don't have to wrap them, but I just wrapped them just about there. But perfect round toes in a rare colorway that you really can't find. And you saw the condition of the inside, how they look. So, yeah, loving these. Okay, so that is the Red Wing 8144 round toe in the blue slate Abilene. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, be a boot. See you guys next time.